Good evening, or good afternoon, everybody. California just had a pretty good quake, a 4.1, and having already a series of 3 threes, 2.8, 2.8, and a 3.0 in Malibu there. They're calling this in Malibu, and in looking it up, I'm seeing the major fault zone that goes through there is the Santa Monica Fault Zone. And we do have the Malibu Coast Fault, which is right there as well. And there's several other splays that kind of rock and roll through the Malibu Country Club and all over towards Sycamore Canyon, moving in that direction. Interesting, this push, it wasn't too long ago that we had a Hollywood fault as well. Let me go ahead and push the terrain on for you. I'm going to push 30 days, 2.5, and we'll see if anything in, yeah, there's the one right here, a 3.8 North Hollywood. And that North Hollywood, which is just west of Hollywood, right, south of La Cañada, or west of La Cañada, Flint Ridge, and Altadena, remember where the fires were. We also had the Hollywood Hills fire that burned right here. So in looking at the map, that would be where, yeah, right here, Baldwin Hills, San Gabriel, Pasadena, Flint Ridge. This is Verdugo Fault, right here through, looks like the 134 right there, and the 134 and the 101 right here. There's the 101 right here. The 134 crosses it. So west of Alameda, and that's backside of where the faults at Griffith Park fires that we had. Interesting that the other fires burned up really good, or bad for a lot of people, but all along the Santa Monica Fault and the Malibu Coast Fault. And this has been happening since the last 30 days. We can probably go out a little bit further and see if there's any more in the local area. But we also started our September 1st talking about these quakes out here. As you can also see, we did have a 3.7 Malibu 30 days ago, 3.7 and a 3.3, all within this area, all in February the 15th. Yeah, bing, bing, bing. Then we had this little weird one out here in the middle, 2.7, south of Malibu. And if we showed, what is it? Can we show the faults on this one? No, we have to go to, what is it? Is it this one? Or I think it's this one. Faults. There we go. Back up just a hair. Yeah, you see there's no fault right there. However, if we go like this, we'll see there is faults out there. And that's west of the Palo Verdes and south of the, which one is this? Anacapa. Okay. Was this one? I think that's the Anacapa right there. And there's the Palo Verdes. So right in here, the San Pedro Basin, which leads right into the Santa Monica Fault. So we're having crisscrossing, right? Now the other one that happened on here, Verdugo and backside of Universal City, Griffith Park area, the Whittier Fault, right? We haven't seen anything along the Newport Inglewood Fault unless I go back a little further in time. And I would have to do that. I'll just do 6 months, say. I'm going to look it up. Right here. Go search catalog. I'll go 2.5 and up. Custom. I'll just do from 24. 24. We'll do September. How's that? All right. And then do a custom. Scroll down into Los Angeles. Right. The greater Los Angeles area. And use this region. And then search. And you can see what's happening today. And you can see all the quakes happening within this region. interesting enough, we have the Rancho Cucamonga area blasting off. We've got a little swarm that happened in Highland and just north of Banning, right along the San Andreas. We have the 2.5s and above happening along the San Jacinto, a couple on the Elsinore, but in the Los Angeles area, there's the North Hollywood fault quake, and then there's the Lennox. Remember, Lennox has been doing it? And then offshore out here, right? So back to off Palo Verdes and looking at Palo Verdes right out here along this fault. So what we have, just by conclusion, what I'm saying here, we have east-west faults banging away. We got northwest to southeast banging away. Los Angeles has a lot of pressure. Now, just north of Los Angeles up here, what was it, last summer? We had a 5 out here just west of Bakersfield. We called it Tajon, or the Grapevine Fault. It was right here, right in this area, Buena Vista, or Buena Hills, in the Maricopa Flat. Do you remember that one? Riley? She's talking to the cat. So, yeah, right up in here, the Grapevine Faults were happening. And I guess that was prior to September. So I would have to back this out and go, let's go 5. I think it's search. Yeah. And look at this, straight north, south, right? This is that quake system we had going through here. I want to see when was this? August. Okay, so we had August had that 5.2 right here, and most people don't understand that they are related. Also, we had the 4.4 Highland Park that was going on, and now we have this long series of Malibu faults. You can see here's the nice little cluster that was happening right before the fires in September. And then now we have more happening up here. We have had one out there. And in this little system out here by Alhambra Monterey Park, that was the 4.4. We have to look at things in geologic time, right? Even Newport had a couple of bangers which flipped a lot of people out down in Newport, you know. They're like, what's going on? There are a couple of quakes. That happened all in June or July. Yeah, June. And then you can see we do have a clear line of activity reaching into this little Point Magoo, right? Malibu Canyon. So in looking at the fault systems, we can see right here, right? This area, what fault is this? San Pedro Fault Basin, right? Pretty crazy. We have faults moving along here. We have these ones here and these ones up here. That's why we spent so much time posting those rumble earthquakes and going through all the different splays, all the different fault systems here in Southern California. And again, if you want to see that, go to a Rumble. It's called The Rabbit Hole. It's on Rumble. And you can also look up my name, Joe Slick Live, and you'll find us there. We can also be found on YouTube, but it's, yeah, it's still there. I'm sure it is. But September 1st and onward is when we did that series of all of Southern California, all the way up into Washington. You know, it took us 2 months or 3 months, but we did it. But you'll learn a heck of a lot about all the systems that are going on in there. And then what can we conclude? Why are these quakes
coming up on roll?
What's that again, hon?
Signature coming up on roll?
Oh yeah, now I can see it. Yeah, this is looks like it started and then there was a bigger quake in the midst of them, or is that 2 separate quakes?
Yeah, the drum is in Garden Grove, so it's possible.
Right.
Primary wave.
So let's go ahead and see if I can see it happening. we go. So this is the event. And this is a California seismogram. So those people who are unfamiliar with it, you can see it doesn't look like much on.
Aftershocks.
Yeah, right here it goes. Here's the initial shock, right? And it's really close, so it's going to be instantaneous. You can see it. Then it kicks up, probably just in the S wave is what. There it is. There's the bigger one. All right. And you can see both the electronic version and the, let me see if I can lower that for you. There you go. You can see both of those happening. This was just not very long ago. Looks like it was going on at 2004 UTC. So be aware of that. And then if we go to the SCSN, and you'll see that this this system here started. What are we at? Here's the initials. You can see this. Those are the initial waves happening from this system. And if we go back a little bit further, you'll see nothing is going on. And then, you know, all these things instantly when something happens, it calibrates itself so it can see the full spectrum. And it's been showing quakes ever since. So going to live, you can see it's back to normal.
5 aftershocks.
5 aftershocks now. I'm still seeing 4 on this. Yeah, I'm seeing 4. 4.1 is the Westlake. Looking at it, pretty good of a strike, pretty much of a strike slip there, it looks like, with some, maybe some normal faulting in it. And it is east-west. And yeah, it's kind of like a little dip. A little deep, yeah. A little dip to it. We don't have the body wave out there, so they're calling it just over a 4. Strongest was a 4.5 down to a 4. They're calling it a 4.1. Probably because it didn't do any damage. And remember, they don't use magnitudes anymore. They use moment tensors and moment magnitude scale. So it's a yeah. So be aware of that. Let me see. Do they have a? I don't think they'll have a ball on that one. Oh, they do. There's a little bit different focal mechanism on this. And let's see if I can give you a production. Quick. Yeah, here we go. Let me see if you can see this over here on Twitch. Okay, I'm going to have to go to the other one. Oh, maybe I don't have it. Okay, we'll just have to do display capture. There we go. There you go. You can see it there, right? Let me bump this down. Bump this up. So you can see what kind of quake we had. We can zoom in just a hair. Right? And hey, stop that. It won't let me move it now. I made it too small. There we go. Move that over. So you can see this is an aftershock, pretty close to reverse thrust. Now that's the component in that whole area, reverse thrusts, and so it stands real apropos. And we check out the larger one. Looks like they had a prequel, North Hollywood. Oh no, that's the old one. All right. Let's go ahead and check out that one. And we'll look at this. What happened in March 3rd of 25. Right? 6 days ago. Or North Hollywood. Hold on a second. All right. And still a reverse thrust fault. Or even transpressional, compressional shear, right? And that happened in the 3rd of March this year. And that one over there. But this one today, right, Westlake Village, you see it's a little bit different component, right? Or is it, it's more of a little transpressional, right? With probably just a slight strike slip shear to it. Maybe. It's more like the transpressional plus shear. That's what I'm saying. So it's a little slide as well as a little uplift. I don't believe there's a tsunami involved. We'll go ahead and drop this, drop that. There was a tsunami alert. No tsunami. Right? 4.3, 4.5 up in Alaska. So 4.3, they're calling it 6 miles depth. Pretty shallow. And now it's down to 4.1 on USGS. And they have it at 11 miles depth. So 2 different groups arguing about it 2 different ways. We know how that. We know how
they
that.
have it 11 kilometers, so I don't know what that would be in miles.
Yeah, miles. Well, I'll tell you. 11 kilometers. Oh, okay. 11. Yeah, 6.8 miles.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see that. You're right. And all machines are getting back to normal. So, I don't think they'll have, well, let's see about these other ones. See if they have a tank. Yeah, they do. See, there's the classic, right? Oops, sorry. Dun. Turn this one on its ear, or even this one here. Transpressional. And that's all these transform faults and a compression. All this area is transpressional is where we get the blind thrust faults. That's how the mountains were made, all in Santa Barbara, Malibu, all of it. It's all crunched because of this.
Supposed to be out there next weekend.
The great San Andreas. Oh, you're going out there?
Mm-hmm. Going up to Solvang.
Oh, Solvang again?
Yeah.
Why you?
It's March.
Still going to be kind of cool, but whatever. Sure, you'll have a good time. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, so that's what's happening live. We do it live here. Anyway, you can find us over at twitch.tv/JoeSlickLive, also on Rumble and over on YouTube.